Supermarkets gearing up for those New Year's Eve shoppers. And for all those gotta-have eats or treats to ring in the new year. So what's on your menu for tomorrow night? Let's check in with Ryan in the digital studio. Ryan, good morning.
Tommy boy, let's face it, you and I are always looking for an excuse to chow down.
Exactly. Give us maybe some shrimp on New Year's Eve.
A
Lobster.
big boy meal, and then by the weekend we'll be texting each other saying we hate ourselves.
From the gym.
Yeah, totally. Hey, so this morning, let's face it, a lot of area supermarkets. I even checked in just yesterday with Garrity's. The owner, Joe Fazula, telling me they are gearing up for a lot of holiday shoppers today and especially tomorrow for those New Year's Eve eats. Oh yeah, the shrimp, the lobster. What else, Tommy boy?
I don't know, maybe some crab bisque from Cooper's in Scranton.
You gotta love that. Yeah, you gotta have the snacks, right? And as we take a closer look at what some of you had to say as far as what you're going after, let's zoom in. For Doug Hess, Tom, this guy, he's like your brother, right?
Captain Morgan and eggnog. Wow, that is a mixture. I never even thought of that.
We know you love some Captain Morgan.
My buddy Jeff is the captain to me.
All right. Hey, and from Nikki Nardell, New Year's Day, she said, my mom would usually make pork and sauerkraut, which is also why I don't go to her house on New Year's Day, because it smells of pork and sauerkraut.
And grapes, too.
Yeah. And all right, thanks to Nikki from the Dallas area for weighing in on that. Robert said it's going to be pigs in the blanket. Oh, Tom, that's like one of my faves.
If they were homemade, I bet you they would be awesome.
Sign me up. And for Nick, surf and turf, one day a year we splurge on both. And how about this, Tom? Cooked on the grill.
Surf and turf on the grill. Yeah, you know what? And it's going to be mild, I think, too. Perfect to have the grill out on your deck.
Yeah, and from Shanae, fried chicken and champagne. That's an interesting mix.
That's a nice toast with a champagne with your fried chicken, Ryan. You'd like that.
Tom, you know I love the family meal at KFC for myself, right?
and you like the mac and cheese with that. With
the Colonel always delivers. Yeah, and from Susan, New Year's Eve, lobster, shrimp, and homemade French fries. And Tom, you got to have a good dip, right?
Yeah. What's your favorite dip? I like the old...
the spinach and artichoke dip.
Yeah, I had some of that recently. I forget where.
All the way. All right, so let's take a closer look at seafood and the safety around it, right? So if you're in charge of, say, the shrimp or the lobster, here are some safety tips from the FDA once the seafood is cooked and ready to enjoy. The biggest safety suggestion, don't leave the seafood out or other perishable items for longer than 2 hours out of the refrigerator, and definitely no more than 1 hour in temps above 90 degrees, as bacteria can quickly grow and make you sick. So your best bet, keep the cold seafood on ice if it's sitting out and you're having family around, right? And if it's supposed to be served hot, consider using a heat source like a hot plate or crock pot. The bottom line, if seafood has been sitting out longer than 2 hours, cold or hot, Tom, you know what you got to do? You got to toss it.
Toss it. Yeah, I had a bad lobster tail last week. I had to toss it.
Tom, truthfully though, I can say this to you, and I think our viewers will get it. The only time I ever want like food poisoning is right before swimsuit season starts.
Yeah, well, you got a couple months. You're good.
Just a quick bout for like one day, and then boom, you're ready to go.
I should have saved that tainted lobster tail for you, though. That would have done the trick.
You're the best. You're always thinking of me.
Thanks,
All right,
Ryan.
I'll see you later.